Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to VWE Tuesday Night Primetime. As always, I am Young Hitta, and I am here with Diesel. And ladies and gentlemen, we have an amazing night ahead of you, but it looks like we're going to start off the night by hearing from our new owner himself. And there he is, making his way down to the ring. It is the VWE legend and Hall of Famer. This is the chairman of VWE, Seth Cameron. And just listen to the crowd's reception for the Eliminators, to the Cameron himself. There we go, I'll talk to you, Mike, Seth.
Cut the music. Ladies and gentlemen, I am very privileged and glad to be here in front of you on VWE Primetime. Last week, I came out to this very ring and I said, "Hi, my name is Seth." Sorry, Brock, had to steal it. Just for one night. Needless to say, I came out here and I said there's going to be a change in the VWE. You see, the board of directors are no longer in charge. While they're still part of this company, they answer to me. And more importantly, the days of lawlessness is over. I said last week there's a new sheriff in town, and I meant it. But now I have to disappoint each and every one of you just a small bit. Because I am finalizing all of the sale with the VWE, getting everything taken care of. You're not going to see me week to week, unfortunately. But on Friday, this week, I will bring forward one of the first of the new management to the VWE. That being said, we're all about change here. And the first thing that we're changing is everything that's gone on recently. You see, Diamond Club, the notorious group within this place, just won at Versus. But let's face facts, folks. The truth is, we all know how shady they can all be at different points. I mean, hell, let's look back last week on Edge to what they did during the events that they had control of, well, VWE itself. Handicap matches, purposely putting people in positions that could injure them. All because they wanted the advantage. And that's what they've been after every single week until now. Because I am going to be the roadblock, the thorn in their side. And while I may not be here week to week, I'm still the boss. So that being said here tonight, I'm going to tell you what the main event is going to be because I've made this decision. You see, the main event is going to be some retribution. Tonight here on PrimeTime, the main event is going to be a handicap match.
Uh-oh.
And in this handicap match, you will see Michael Carson and Knight teaming up to face the reigning and defending World Heavyweight Champion, Austin Knight.
Whoa.
You see, you want to come out here and you want to be the guy that runs this show. But here's the fact. I run this show. Whether it be from afar or whether it be in the center of this ring, I run this show. So Austin, all the handicap matches, all the surprise attacks, everything that you've done tonight, maybe, just maybe you'll answer for them. Or maybe you'll walk out victorious. We'll find out. But that's not the only news I brought with me, because you see, there's another thing that you haven't seen in the VWE for quite a while. And I'm all about the changes. Trust me, there's a lot more changes coming forward. So let me get down to the facts. It has been a very, very long time since you've seen traditional tag team wrestling in the VWE. Well, as of this week, that changes. Friday night on Edge, I will be putting together a new tag team lottery. And everyone on this roster, Pulse and VWE alike, will be paired up in random pairings to become new tag teams. And they will compete for the tag team championships in, well, let's see, 1 week from now, in a massive battle royal to determine the new tag team champions of the VWE. Tag team wrestling is coming back, and it's gonna come back with a vengeance. Now keep this in mind. This is something we've done once before. The tag team lottery tends to have all kinds of mixtures of people that like each other, hate each other, want to work with each other, couldn't stand each other in the middle of this ring. You never know what kind of pairing you're actually going to get. And that's what's going to make this fun, especially for me. But that being said, tonight we're going to have a little preview of tag team wrestling. Because we've got a couple matches here tonight that I've set up that are going to be some of these previews in tag team wrestling. And the first one of the night that I can tell you will start right after I leave this ring, actually. So you know what? Hit my music and let's get started.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. From the mouth of the man himself, There is big changes coming here in the near future, and one of those is going to be tag teams. I definitely like the direction Seth is bringing us.
I don't know about the direction. I sadly see some vengeance that I didn't think I would see. I sat out here and said how fair he was as a wrestler, and he turns around and makes this insane handicap match that never should be. I'm just sorely disappointed.
Diesel, would you like the honors?
Of course. From Circleville, Ohio. This is the whole entire Diamond Club? Now wait a minute. We're going to come out as a team. Our first team coming out. Clearly on the same page. First, from Circleville, Ohio, weighing in at 220 pounds and a height of 6'1", this is the Dragon, Drake Edwards, and his partner from High Rise Towers in Dallas, Texas, weighing in at 275, an incredible height, 7 foot 2 inches, the Big Shot, Benja Nirvana. Notice, completely fair match. They don't have any side people coming out. They don't have any crew. The posse's back where it belongs. So y'all just stick your booze and put them where the sun don't shine.
Of course, you know Seth had to have something to do with that.
You don't know that. Diamond Club is out to prove they can deal with any environment, including this one.
And now, one of their opponents from South Texas, weighing in at 230 pounds at a height of 6'2", this is Skillix. Look at that. A lot of cheers tonight for Skillix.
So he paid off people in the parking lot.
I don't believe that. I feel like
I do.
Drake and Benja just better be sure he doesn't try to make them embrace the culture tonight.
This is tag team fighting. He doesn't have a tag partner. He has a crazy man who he can't stand.
Yeah, but they both don't have to work in the ring at the same time.
But they have to work together. Speaking of crazy man,
I wonder where he's coming out from tonight. Better start looking around. But making his way to the ring from Richmond, Virginia, weighing in at 232 pounds, standing at a height of 6'1". This is the Misfit. he is. And just listen to the crowd. And you see the Misfit already staring Benja down. Look at the Misfit begging Benja to bring it on. Referee asking if both men are ready.
All I see in that ring is confusion. The guy thinks he's in a boxing match. This is wrestling.
Well, there's the bell. The first match of the night is underway. And it looks like the Misfit's going to start off with a drop kick to the knee of Benja. Now he's following up with a couple of kicks back to back. And he's still firing away. Look at that. Oh, but the last one takes Benja out. And you can see Benja's in some pain there.
Well, yeah, he just had a lunatic kick the crap out of him.
Look at the Misfit. Looks like he's already trying to signal for the end, but he's got to watch his back here. Benja getting up, but no. Drake goes for the chop block to the back of the knee of the Misfit. Looks like our referee didn't see it, but now Benja's whipping the Misfit off the ropes and goes in for a huge sidewalk slam on the Misfit.
Now the payment will come due for the kicks.
I'm not sure if he could do so much payment. Looks like he cleaned his clock pretty good there on that kick. Now Benja goes for the tag. Drake is in. So the Misfit's getting up, but Drake's coming in off the ropes and goes in for that penalty kick, straight in for a pin. Count of 1, 2. Only gets the 2 count. Misfit gets that shoulder up just in time. And that penalty kick definitely rang the bell of the Misfit.
See what I say? Payment for the kicks.
But if you look at Drake, he's stalking the Misfit, telling him to get up. Misfit has to keep an eye on this. He's slow to recover, but now he's back up to his feet, a little wobbly. Drake coming in off the ropes. But the Misfit got the Samoa drop on him. Perfect timing on that counter. You can see the damage is done to Drake's lower back right there. It looks like the Misfit's trying to crawl to his corner. See if he can get the tag on Skillix. Skillix waiting for the tag now. Can Misfit get there? There's the tag. Skillix is in. I didn't expect that from Skillix. I didn't expect him to put his hand out at all.
Either did I, actually.
Skillix in, fresh as can be. You can see Drake's holding that head. Drake went in for that clothesline on Skillix and missed. Now it's Skillix's turn to return some blows there. And Drake follows up with that super blow, doubling over Skillix, but now Skillix coming back with those left and rights. With Drake still taking them, Drake's still on his feet. Skillix giving everything he's got, kicking him in the gut, throwing lefts and rights. And there it is, that last punch finally drops Drake to the ground.
He put Drake into a corner that Drake does not want to be into.
Well, Drake looked like, I thought he was about to hit the ground, but he caught himself first. That's definitely not a corner you want to be in. Now Skillix rushing in. Goes straight in for that jumping clothesline. Goes back, goes in again. Gets it to connect a second time. Goes in a third time.
Yeah. And the third time proved not to be such a wise choice.
That was a perfectly timed counter from Drake himself. Waited just to the last minute and ducked right out of the way. But you can see both men not fast to recover here.
An interesting thing to note, did you see how the Misfit walked completely away from that corner? Gave no assistance whatsoever to his partner, when traditionally being in the opponent's corner was bad news because you had two people you had to worry about. Clearly Misfit's not going to be part of the team.
Hopefully that's not the case. But, you can see Misfit still targeting that leg, so he might still be trying to get some feeling back. But look at this. Both men exchanging blows in the center of the ring now. Drake got Skillix in the Fujiwara armbar. This might be it if Skillix cannot get out. Now Benja telling Drake to wrench it in. Drake telling Skillix tap or he'll break his arm. The referee checking, see if Skillix gives, but Skillix is making his way towards the ropes there. Shaz screaming no. Skillix has a hold on the rope.
Well, looky there. Misfit breaks it up.
It didn't look like Drake had any intentions on doing that. So thank God Misfit stepped in, but you can see.
Oh, he would have broken it at the 4 count exactly when he's supposed to.
You can see Misfit is trying to be that team player. Looks like Drake might not be too happy with that, though. And Benja had to remind Drake to keep his mind on Skillix. Oh, look at that. Drake's got the abdominal stretch locked in.
He didn't have to remind him. He just did remind him. Drake knows what's at stake.
Well, Drake's got that abdominal stretch locked in there. Skillix shaking his head, saying he does not give up. Are we going to see Misfit come in and break this up again? No, we'll see Skillix reverse it on his own. Landed that back kick to the gut of Drake, dropping him out. Ooh, Drake a little wobbly on his feet now. Skillix setting up. Oh, but look at this. Benj is getting involved now. Benji came in and shoved Skillix. But now Misfit gets involved. Drops Benja over the top rope. And it looks like Skillix going back to the setup. And there it is. He's calling for it. And there it is. There's a culture shock. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, and the 3. Incredible. I did not expect any of that. Any of the sportsmanship between the Misfit and Skillix.
That was definitely strange to see. Especially after all the lip that Skillix was given on Twitter. Clearly, it was just that. Nothing but lip.
Well, you can call that a culture shock of its own. But ladies and gentlemen, your winners for the night, Skillix and the Misfit. This is more of that traditional tag team that Seth was talking about that, you know, he's unveiling a couple of weeks, starting off with the tag lottery. I'm interested to see how that's going to unfold. What an incredible performance from them, I might say.
It was a good performance. Incredible? Yeah. I don't know if I go that far.
Like I said, some of the leads live into the ring. We are hiring all positions, managers, referees, commentators, superstars, backstage stages, and we will find a place for you here. This podcast is where we are reviewing correct and right, and we'll be behind the commentator table for that uniform and the past. Then we will get up with you as soon as possible. We still have that main event match against Looks like we're getting into our second matchup of the night here. Ladies and gentlemen, from Encino, California, standing at weighing in at 213 pounds, standing at a height of 6'1", this is Razor Diesel.
No relation.
You know, I've always wondered that.
I don't know why. That's his last name. Diesel is my first and only name.
Oh, You know, they say anything's possible here in the VWE.
Not that. He's too scrawny to be a member of my family.
And his opponent from the plains of the Wild West, weighing in at 297 pounds, standing at a height of 6'11", this is the gunslinger, Matt Asadar.
I'm taking what's mine. Yeah, what you're saying, it's what you do. Your time has come, boy. I'm gunning for you. When hell is raining down, you'll see my face, won't hear a sound. You'll feel that bullet burning through. Take your last breath, boy.
There he is.
I'm gunning for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the gunslinger, Matt Asadar.
There's desperation.
Now, you know, like we were saying earlier, we haven't seen him in a while. You say he's going to be rusty. I don't believe that.
Now, no compromise. 'Cause only one of us walks out that door. The other bleeding out on the floor. When hell is raining down, you'll see my face, won't hear a sound.
Now, you got to realize, you know, this is Matt's first match back in a ring for over 9 months.
Ring rust.
Well, you do have to remember, Matt did make his return almost a month ago, but it followed that strange and sudden disappearance. You know, shortly after that, you saw him return. You know, after he returned, he seemed to vanish. You know, and I've been wondering where he's been, or, you know, what's been going on with Matt since then. Now, you have to remember, there is a little bit of history between these men. Before we get into that, it looks like our referee is asking both men if they're ready. Both men are now ready. And this match is underway now. I mean, like I was saying, these men do have some history behind them. Matt and Razor faced off during Matt's VWE record 30-0 winning streak. And Matt came on top in their previous matchups. So can he come here tonight? But look at that, Matt with that hip toss after Razor coming off the ropes. Matt going off the ropes himself here, going into a running senton, gets it to connect on Razor. And Matt wasting no time going in with that fist drop, following that running senton. Razor coming in off the ropes. Tucks under that punch. Razor coming back off again. And Razor hits a drop kick right to the face of Matt, but it doesn't drop him, it only dazed him. Now he's coming off the ropes again. Runs straight into Matt. It has no effect on him. And just a devastating lariat from the gunslinger himself, dropping Razor. Ooh, and look at that. That is a nasty kick. Matt going in for the pin. Count of 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Razor's managed to get that shoulder up. Now, it doesn't look like Matt has any ring rust here. And look at that. Razor hits the face breaker on the gunslinger. Still dazed. Now Razor back to his feet himself. Goes in for the gut punch.
And I disagree.
Kick the leg. Go ahead.
I disagree. We have seen some ring rust. First, he missed a lariat that he never would have missed 6 months ago, 9 months ago. And now he fell for a job or a face breaker that he never would have fallen for.
Look at that.
The
Razor
little
got
things. Go ahead.
It is the little things, but if you looked at that, Razor was able to pick him up and hit the DDT. He went for the pin, only got the count of 1.
Well, Matt's a big guy. He's gonna have to. Razor is gonna have to chop down his legs, like you do with any other big guy. He's gonna have to earn this win, and he's making mistakes that he shouldn't have made as well.
There are little mistakes on Razor's end. He is not perfect. Neither is anybody. Matt going off the Muay Thai knee lifts. Now there's that fall away slam on Razor. Razor thought he had him with that kick to the gut, but Matt caught that. Now you can see Razor laid out, but instead of going for that pin attempt, the gunslinger's going to pick him back up to his feet. Now whips him in the corner. Matt's backing up to the corner himself. Is he going cross country?
And ran right into Razor's plot.
Oh, hold on. Now look at this. Razor's on the top rope. Matt's still stunned. There's the missile drop kick. Gets it to connect on Matt. Goes for a pin. 1. Only a count of 1. It looks like Razor is going to have to do a lot more significant damage to the head and back of Matt to at least get a 2 count.
Well, there he goes. Now he's starting to wrestle smart, working on those legs.
And Matt is a giant. He should have done that from the beginning. You know, standing at 6'1", 297 pounds. That is a very big man. As you can see, Razor going for the old ground pound. Well, not ground and pound. Ground stomps on Matt. Now Razor picking Matt back up on his feet. Going punch for punch. Going off the ropes now. Goes for another kick, but no. Matt caught him.
Just because you catch one doesn't mean there's not a second.
An incredible counter by Razor. Fast. Now Razor coming off the ropes as Matt lays there. And goes directly for the knee drop on Matt. Goes right back in for that fish drop. Follows it up with an elbow drop. He's getting in some decent combos here. That's what he needs to take out Matt. But Matt getting back up to his feet now. Razor coming back in. Goes for the Hurricanrana, but was countered by a powerbomb from the Gunslinger himself. Now Matt's backed up in the corner. You see him shoot the guns. Now he's telling Razor to get up. Razor knows what's good for him. He'll stay down here. Matt's going in for the 6-shooter, and he gets it. Goes for the pin. Count of 1, 2, and 3. And you know the Gunslinger himself is happy walking away with that victory after his hiatus for 9 months. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by pinfall, the Gunslinger, Matt Asadar.
Two shots of whiskey. I'm taking what's mine.
Look at that. As Matt was getting his hand raised, he looked at Razor and told him good match.
Your time has come, boy.
Like or just like the Gunslinger, he has always been known for his sportsmanship.
And that comes very rare nowadays, especially in this contact sport. Ladies and gentlemen, please hold on to your seats because we still have our main event tonight. Austin Knight versus Michael Carson and Knight himself. Handicap 2-on-1 matchup.
Well, the more I think about that match we just saw, I'm pretty positive Seth set that match up for the Gunslinger to look good. But there were some flaws from his previous matches that weren't there before, and there's a definite sign of some ring rust.
Well, of course you're going to be rusty. I mean, you know, he has not had a match for over 9 months. You know, it's gonna come. But when you get in the routine of things over time, you're gonna still, you know, you're still gonna have the finesse that you left with. It's just gonna be a little bit tuned down. Now, I would like to see Matt do a very big tune-up and then come a little bit harder. What he has and what he already brings to the table is amazing. If he can build on it and progress further, then we're looking at a legend.
And I won't necessarily disagree with you there. Just my entire point was, after 9 months, you're going to have ring rust. That's all there is to it.
Oh, yeah.
And in this particular case, it was clear, if you knew what to look for, that it's there. So he's got some work ahead of him, and he can thank the general manager for giving him an opponent that he could handle even though he had that ring rust.
Well, obviously his opponents over time are going to get increasingly harder on a difficulty stance. I would love to see Matt officially get his chance to go against Hammer in the ring after all that Hammer's cost to him.
Now that would be a good match. I don't think we agreed on the outcome, but that would be a good match.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I mean, if it's very sudden before he can get back into his routine, then it might go the opposite way. I can envision it. But if Matt has time to prepare for it, you know, then it could be an incredible one. It could be a match for the replays, a match to not forget.
Oh, it'll be a match not to forget, no matter what happens. I just think the two of us would expect different outcomes.
Well, I definitely know it's not main event time, which means this man's got some unfinished business to speak about. Ladies and gentlemen, making his way down to the ring, the architect of annihilation, Knight. I'm wondering what Knight has to say.
Probably not much.
So I guess by now everyone's heard about this main event. Got asked to show up tonight for this, saying I was going to get a little retribution for this situation I got put in last week with Benja Nirvana and Dimitri with Diamond Club, I guess trying to have a dick measuring contest here in the ring. So let's make something clear. I get paired with Michael Carson, and yes, maybe we did team up at Versus, but we also got our asses kicked at Versus. So for me, the Team VWE stuff, it's over, done. I'm back to being me and doing what I do best, by myself. I had enough of the teams and the brotherhoods when I was a part of this group called GOAT. No more. Done. Everything that I've ever given myself has been by my hands. So Michael, I can respect you being able to live coercively. We can be sentimental, or we can at least have a peace. Because we both know what we want Austin Knight. We want to give him the ass kicking of a lifetime for what he's put us through during this Versus cycle. But don't mistake for a second that we're friends. Because Michael, I'm going to be honest, I don't really like you. I don't care for you. I think you're a smoozer. I think you're a kiss ass. And I think that's all the success that you've surrounded yourself, how you try to say that you carry this place on your back. Doing what? You mean you've capitalized off the blood, sweat, and tears of everyone else that stepped in this ring before you and has stepped in this ring since?
Including his brother.
You saw what we had to go through at Versus, me and Ren Blackheart, because you couldn't get us a third. Misfit and I might have our differences from the past, but you know what? At least someone showed up. Because you couldn't secure it. Because while Austin Knight's over here making offers, swaying the roster, the best you can offer someone is you're not going to kick their ass. That's the best you could come up with to recruit a team together to save VWE. It's a joke. So Austin, I can't wait to get my hand on you. And I'm sure Michael can't wait to get his hands on you too. But don't mistake for a second that there's any friendships going on. Because Order's been restored. There's a new chairman. The 7-time world champion, VWE legend, Hall of Famer Seth Cameron's back in the company that he founded at the top of the chain.
Damn right.
So now I get to go back to doing what I do best, and that's being the best damn pro wrestler in this ring, on this microphone, anywhere on this grid.
Totally debatable.
It might cause more drama than it might end. Well, looks like that was the case. Well, you've heard it here from the man himself. The architect of annihilation is officially back solo. And you know, we expected a lot of this to happen weeks after Versus. You know, we knew it wasn't going to last forever.
We knew it wasn't going to last as soon as it was announced the new chairman.
Before we get into our next matchup, we want to remind you guys, once again, we are hiring. If you would like to become a superstar, a commentator like myself and Diesel, or backstage hand, or a referee, go ahead and put that Google link, Google platform to the right side of the ring and behind the commentary table. Fill it out, hand it back in. Someone from management will get with you when they get it. I want to see this traditional tag team. You know, I love seeing tag teams, and you know, to see them work together on that same level is beautiful. But I really am interested in to see how this next tag team. Well, it looks like we're starting off fast. Ladies and gentlemen, from Liverpool, England, weighing in at 181 pounds, standing at a height of 6'3", this is the Firebird, Lyra Phoenix. And the crowd, as always, roaring for the Firebird herself. And her tag team partner making his way to the ring from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 245 pounds, standing at a height of 6'2". This is Bren Blackheart. And their opponent from Middletown, Ohio, weighing in at 140 pounds, standing at a height of 5'7". This is the Queen of Metal, Kitty Lovecraft. And as always, Kitty coming down, rocking out on her guitar. You know, Kitty's past here for the last couple of weeks has been rough. You know, Kitty recently did lose her chance at that #1 contendership, but she still hasn't given up. You know, recently on Twitter, it seems like Lyra and Kitty have not been seen eye to eye, and they keep arguing about if Lyra deserves that chance or not. So you know we're going to see that boil out in the ring tonight.
There's no doubt that'll be boiling over in the ring tonight.
Well, that's just going to make the match even better. Standing at a height of 6'10", this is the Devil Incarnate, Scion. Of course, this is another traditional tag, so it's men against men, women against women. We've seen too much mixed tag matches in the past. They're not too pretty. And as always, here on Tuesday nights, our referee for the night, Victor Kessel Jr., going to keep up with all the action and the rest of the action to come here. Looks like Lyra and Ren are in their corner, kind of getting a little plan together here. It's a smart thing to do. Now they just got to figure out who are going to start off this matchup. I'll take good care of the guitar here. It looks like Lyra and Kitty are going to start this one off. Looks like those Twitter thumbs are about to get some good use. Referee checking if both ladies are ready.
Did Victor just honestly say that?
I believe he did. Looks like both women are ready to fight, and there's the bell. This match is officially underway. And Lyra wasting no time going for the lockup. And look at the shove on Kitty. Just straight down to the ground. I'm begging her to come up. But look at that dirt in this skirt leg sweep right there. From Kitty. takes out both legs of Lyra. Kitty with a kick to the gut, coming back off the ropes. Goes for the drop kick. She missed it. She just barely missed it.
Oh, but Lyra didn't miss.
That was a
Right over
very
the
strong,
top rope.
very strong clothesline right over the top rope. Now both ladies are outside. Referee starting the count. Already up to a 2 count. You can see Scion telling Kitty to get up. Look at this. Lyra's going for the fly swatter. Little daze your opponent. Look at that huge release. Kitty was close to the barricades, if not hit him. Referee on a count of 5 as Lyra is in the ring now. Count of 7 as Kitty rolls back into the ring. And gets greeted by a kick straight to the gut. And now a wrenching wrist lock from Lyra. I mean, Lyra is just torquing that thing in there. That is not going to be good for Kitty's shoulder. Now Lyra sends Kitty off the rope. And look at that. The standing head scissors from Kitty. Through Lyra in her corner. Kitty goes for the tag on Scion. Gets the tag. Lyra asked her why is she running, but I think she realized it now. Now both men, Scion and Ren Blackheart, are officially in this match.
Well, Kitty did the smart thing by tagging out. It's time to bring in the men and give herself a break.
That's always a smart thing. I gotta wonder who's gonna start it off. Looks like it's gonna be Ren off the ropes.
Into a brick wall.
Absolutely, that's a brick wall. We've seen that happen multiple times, and we're gonna continue to see it happen. That kick completely took Ren out. Now Sion slowly picking Ren back up to his feet here. Whips Ren in the corner, backs up himself. Looks like Sion's gonna go cross country here. Runs in for the corner splash, but his opponent moved out of the way in time. And Ren got the bicycle kick on Sion, completely lays him out after that counter. You can see Kitty teaming on with Ren, but Ren hits the standing corkscrew moonsault, goes in for a pin. 1, 2, only gets the 2 count. And what an incredible corkscrew moonsault from Ren. Just wasn't enough. You can see Sion might be a little bit frustrated here. But Ren throws him back into the corner there. Oh, look at this. Ren's wrapping that knee of Sion's around the center rope. And the referee starts the 5 count on the count of 2. Ren just pulling on the knee. Breaks at a count of 3, but it might have done his damage. Now Ren backed himself up into the other corner. And there he comes in.
And he ran into a brick wall again.
Cyan hit the Uranagi on him. You can see he's
Ren
done the
was doing
damage.
better. Go ahead.
It did the damage already to the back of Ren.
Oh, looks like Lyra sneaks in a tag there.
Which is smart. It's forcing Cyan to make the tag. Not sure if Ren's a little bit too happy about that, but she did it to preserve him. It looks like Cyan's telling Lyra to bring it on. Lyra went in for a clothesline, but it didn't do anything to Cyan. She's coming off the ropes. It's that... Uh-oh. Cyan got her in a triple German suplex. There's two. And the third one tosses her all the way across the ring almost.
And he evened it up a little bit for his partner. Gives her the tag so the two legal women are together again.
Wow, look at this. Kitty's not even attacking. She's checking on Lyra to make sure she's okay. But when she saw Lyra back to her feet, she went for that Ultimo combo. Now Kitty coming off the ropes herself. Looks like she rolled under Lyra's punch, came back out with a drop kick to her back now. Looked like she hit her in mid-back.
More importantly, it got her to a knee.
And I'm kind of shocked, Kitty hasn't done that damage to that left knee of Lyra so far. Oh, Lyra's going back for this. She's swinging her around again. It looks like Lyra's getting faster and faster every time she turns. Whoa! It throws Kitty clear across the ring. Lands in the corner.
Threw herself back into the corner too.
Well, yeah, as many spins as I'd take, I'd be a little bit off balance too. That had some speed behind it. Looks like Cyan got the tag, though. He's legal partner, so is Ren. And there's that big boot to the midsection of Cyan. Ren coming in off the ropes here. Goes for the neck breaker, gets in on Cyan.
He's begging for the crowd to start cheering so he can get some energy.
He's trying to rally the crowd up behind him. That's a smart thing to do here. Looks like Ren's got Cyan where he wants him.
Yeah, not anymore.
Nope. Cyan following up with that headbutt to the gut and goes in for the spine buster. But no, Ren gets the spine buster. Ren counters Cyan perfectly. Lyra telling him to get him. Ren saying, "This is it." Ren goes for the kick, but it doesn't do nothing. Look at that. Sign up to the pin, grabbing the tights. There's like 3 count. What?
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, Kitty, here's the mic.
Absolutely, Kitty, you could have a mic. Incredible. So Sion just landed the old school schoolboy roll up and grabbed the tights of Ren. Well, ladies and gentlemen, no matter what, that is not okay. I don't understand how our referee didn't see it.
This is not how to win. I refuse to win like that, beast. I will never partner with you again. Seth Cameron will hear all about this.
Look at you, endearing yourself to these sheep, trying to pretend you're sweet and innocent when we all know better. I mean, half the time you don't even wear panties. And just like that, every single one of these dogs had their ears perk up and start paying attention. Now they're all checking like the perverts they are.
I am innocent, beast. You have no proof.
Come on.
I have no proof.
This is crazy.
As crazy as Kitty saying she was innocent. That was crazy.
What is that? Where did you get that?
What's that?
What is that?
Let's talk about how a few years ago you made a deal with me to have a successful music career. Come on, you know exactly what I'm talking about. How could you forget about the way we sealed that deal? So eager.
That doesn't change who I am. I am still here for the fans and for VWE, and I will make the right choices. You, sir, do not make the choices I agree with. I thought I would have to never hear about this ever again.
Oh, Miss Lovencraft. You've made choices like mine plenty of times. You may disagree with them now, but you know that in the end you gotta do what you gotta do.
You will never see me make choices like yours. I hope I have to never be in the ring with you again.
Oh, so you're saying you'd like to terminate the contract? Because believe it or not, your wrestling career has greatly contributed to the success of your music career. And all of that is because of me. Just ask yourself, are you willing to pay the early termination fee?
I am where I am because I worked hard and I earned my chances.
Keep telling yourself that. So I guess I could just burn this up then.
No! Wait! My music is a relief. You can't.
See you again soon.
Whoa. That was
Odd.
pretty heavy there.
Odd.
Yeah, it was pretty heavy.
That was odd. But I still can't believe Kitty had the gall to utter the words innocent out of her mouth. This is the same woman that beat another woman with a guitar for the championship. She's no innocent.
I mean, I just want to know what he's talking about when he said you did the deal with me before. I mean, is this the devil himself?
Incarnate. Do you not pay attention to the...
Yeah, but sometimes that could just be a name. Anything's possible, right here.
You saw him blow up. You saw the number 666 suddenly appear on a sign that did not have 3 6s. Yeah. This is way beyond just a name.
Well, I would love to hear how Seth is going to handle that situation about that whole pin with the tights. But might not be tonight. Who knows? Might be tonight. Who knows? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is main event time. Coming from Memphis, Tennessee, weighing in at 235 pounds, standing at a height of 6'4". This is the Architect of Annihilation, Knight. You gotta wonder how him and Michael are gonna be in the ring tonight. They made it clear.
He made it very
they're
clear.
not friends. They're not friends, but he still has respect.
He made it clear that he's out for himself and only himself. That's what he made clear.
Yeah, but this is a 2-on-1. They are at some point going to have to work together.
Yeah, we'll see.
I highly doubt it's gonna shadow what we saw earlier between the Misfit and Skillix. Everybody writes their own stories, but you gotta keep your eye on this one right here.
I'm still in shock over that one.
And his partner, coming from Granite City, Illinois, weighing in at 200 pounds, standing at a height of 6 feet. This is the last Carson standing, Michael Carson. Michael's got some vengeance coming back. He finally gets to see Austin in the ring again after Austin stripped him of his belt. Do you like the honors, Diesel?
Of course. Making his way to the ring from Manhattan, New York, weighing in at 240 pounds at a height of 6'4". This is your VWE Men's World Champion, the original diamond of the business, Austin Knight. Look at them all run from the ring.
Well, you hear how the crowd feels about Austin tonight.
Oh, the crowd has no clue what's good for them.
It looks like Michael's going to start off in the ring against Austin.
Why are they starting off? I thought this was a 2 against 1. Maybe you can get some clarification on the rules of the match.
And the referee's ringing, signaling for the bell. This match is officially underway. And as it seems, this is going to be a 2-on-1 tag match, waiting for some confirmation. But you see both men circling in the center of the ring, sizing each other up before they go in. Austin goes for the stomp on the foot. And they see him working the core of Michael. Drops Michael down to a knee. Goes back in for the AP shoot.
If this is a tag team handicap match, that bodes much better for Austin than a 2-on-1.
So that jumping knee strike goes for a pin. Count of 1, 2. Only a 2 count. And Austin wasting no time working the head of Michael Carson. Now he's picking him up again. Very rough. Michael goes for the wrist lock. And he's wrenching it in there on Austin. And drops him straight to the ground from that wrist lock. Now picking him up. Whips Austin into the corner. Following in right behind him. He's working the midsection of Austin. Drops him to the ground. Austin able to catch himself. Michael grabs him and goes for the cravat suplex. Getting in that stomp, goes for a pin. Count of 1. Only gets a 1 count. You can see Michael asking, "Are you sure?" Doesn't believe that was only a 1 count. Now he whips Austin into his own corner. Michael's running in, goes for that corner knee strike. And there's the third one. Referee starting on the count. Gets to a count of 2 before Michael breaks it. Makes the tag to Knight. Knight is officially in this one. And he's got Austin right where he wants him. Now look at Austin. Look at Knight. Going blow for blow with those elbow strikes in the corner. Referee on the count of 2. Now he switches over to a Muay Thai knee lift. Ref on the 3 count. And breaks right before the ref calls for the 4. Looked like Michael was rooting for him. And now Knight looks at him. Tells him, "You're not my leader," and tells him to stop. Oh, look at that. Ben just slapped Knight's foot while he went in. And Austin was able to roll
nowhere
off
near
the
him.
ring. Oh, come on. That was clear to see.
I don't know what you're talking about. The ref obviously didn't see it. There's no disqualification.
Austin went for that full Nelson backbreaker and got it to connect on Knight. And now Michael sharing some words, telling him he should have kept attacking. Look at this. Austin dragging Knight by his hair.
He's got him by the head. There's no hair. There's no hair, Paul. Did you see a count? I didn't see a count. I didn't hear a count. It was clearly the head. See, you're too far away. You need to let the referee do his job.
I'm not too sure about that, but Austin followed up with that stiff back kick. But you see Michael over there reaching for the tag, trying to get Knight to tag. Austin setting up now. This is not going to be good for Knight. Slowly gets up. Austin off the ropes. Goes in for the Shining Knight. He got that to connect. Austin going for a pin. Count of 1, 2. Only gets a 2 count before Knight counts out.
Knight's got a little more stamina.
Absolutely nice, not going down without a fight. And you can see Michael trying to tell him to get up as Austin goes to the high rent district now. Knight back up to his feet. Austin goes for the flying double axe handle.
Oh,
but
God.
not countered.
That is crazy.
I don't understand how he caught him, but he followed through with that Samoa drop.
I don't think that's legal.
Well, that's definitely a change right there. And there's that backdrop driver from Knight. Can he capitalize on Austin right here? Austin lays there, targeting that head.